First pitch of the game is taken for ball one as we get underway at 7-11 tonight. And EK, we take a look at the Twins as they begin play here tonight. All you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
And the even better news for them is that they've got their ace going here tonight. So you have to figure that all signs are pointing toward another victory here. Yeah, a nice job there as this one gets right up the middle to start the ball game. Always nice to put a guy in the stretch right from the very start.
Come on, guys.
Settling in now, Delman Monahan. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he mixes his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast to have.
Now a throw over and a dive, but he's back in. Nobody out, runner on first. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Now you got to beware of that sinker. I mean, he'd take a strikeout right now, but I think he still just wants this guy to hit the ball on the ground.
Throw over to first, and the runner will get back standing. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Shoots this one to first, and this continues right on through him as he couldn't knock it down.
Cut.
Dave Saucedo stands in for the first time now, looking to stay hot. He's been a real force at the plate over the last week or so. Here comes the first pitch. Hits the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker. Strike one.
Well, this is the kind of situation where they came up short last night. They had opportunities, but they could never really cash them in. So you can bet they'd love to get something going on the board early here.
Runners at second and third here. Nobody out. And he falls behind 0-2. Too high.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
1-2.
And even on 1-2 now, you've got to expand the strike zone a little up there. You can't go down looking here. You've got to put this ball in play.
Ball inside.
And that misses 2-2.
That's a good idea, 1-2 right there, just to see if he'd chase. But now with the count even, I think this one has to be in the strike zone because you don't want to run the risk of loading the bases for the cleanup guy.
Now a fastball inside, and he works it back to a full count now. Good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count remains 3-2. Now a swing, and he pops him up. Right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate. And he's set down, 1 away. Time now for Robin Ventura's Chicago White Sox starting lineup. Who stands out to you, EK?
You know, I'm looking for a big performance out of that guy in that 6th spot. He's got that batting average over 300 on the season. A milestone any hitter would be proud of. Been aggressive at the right times, and he's not taking himself out of at-bats by swinging at bad pitches.
And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
Well, Ferg, as he's known amongst baseball people, really does call a good game back there. He might reward a pitcher for a good location every once in a while, but most of his calls seem to be spot on.
And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
Left fielder
Bryant Rolls will stand in, and as you can see, the numbers away from home, he's been much better once he gets out on the road. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike one. It's going to take a lot of guile to work out of this one.
Well, he's got plenty in reserve.
Here we go.
This would need to be a magic act, no doubt.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. has to be thinking strikeout here.
He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
And with a quick breather here, let's give you a look at how the Twins stack up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, we get to watch one of the best fielding teams in the league. They can go out and get the ball as well as anybody in all of baseball. Makes pitching a lot easier.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1.
Hey, play the first. Play the first.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
And with 2 outs, you want to make sure those guys earn that run. Well, don't let them score on a wild pitch.
Next pitch will be number 24 in this long first inning. A ball hit softly on a line to third. But little trouble handling this one down there at third, as that will end the inning. So a sigh of relief there as they work out a potential big trouble in the first. White Sox nothing, Twins coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. The inning, Andres Tejera, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. First offering on its way. And a first pitch sinker is over for strike one. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he looks at a cold strike 3 as the cut fastball's in there, and that's out number 1.
Wow, and he hasn't missed a beat since his last start. Remember, he had 9 strikeouts in that one. He's well on his way to a similar performance right here.
Kyle Blanks will get his first opportunity now. 14 home runs to his credit so far this year. He'll start him with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball 1.
Come on, fellas, let's go.
Chopped in front of home plate. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Batting ninth, right fielder
Michael Ito into the box here in the top of the second, looking to keep this inning going.
All right, jump on him.
The cutter runs outside. Ball 1. In for a strike. It's 1-1.
So tough to hang in there on that pitch, but you got to do it. You can't give up that inside corner, or this guy will eat you alive.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch.
One
ball and 2 strikes. The count now with the bases empty and 2 away.
Oh, and he's sure got a good one, doesn't he? That ball goes from about knee-high to ankle-high in the matter of about 5 feet.
Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. 2 out, nobody on. Hit out towards second. Taken in by Scope.
Boy, nowhere close with this throw. Here's another look at first base. I mean, not only is this thing over his head, but you see it take off to the right field side of the bag, so it's not even on target. Very sloppy there. Potentially dangerous, too.
Stepping in now, Miguel Lopez, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
Hey, 2 down here.
A runner on first with 2 away. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Throw over to the bag, and he's back standing. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Called strike 2 on the cutter, and he's behind in the count now, 1-2. Just the second inning, but already 37 pitches to this point. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. A man left for the White Sox. They trail it here 2-0. Leading off the inning, Delman Monahan, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Delman Monahan.
Into the windup and the pitch.
Here we go, fellas. Let's go.
This one skied out toward right.
Take it. Mine.
Rios is under it as he puts it away, and it's one pitch, one away to start the third. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season.
Yeah, Matt, more of the same for him as he's currently leading the American League in that category. And pitching wins, they just aren't as celebrated these days as they once were. But I'll tell you, if you're leading the league, you're one of the best pitchers around. We'll see if he can hold on and add another win to his total in this one.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. To first. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, third baseman
James Moses will stand in. He drew base on balls his first time. And that's in there for strike 1.
Two down here.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory.
I got it.
And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. Nothing across here this. Leading off the inning, Bryant rolls as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
This is a guy whose numbers are on the rise, and this is a big reason why. 2 close pitches, 2 good takes, and now he's in a great hitter's count, 2-0.
Swung on, missed, 2-1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
Ground ball left side. Throw to first in time, 1 gone here in the 4th.
now batting shortstop
Frank Stewart stands in for the 2nd time. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at bat.
Yeah, he put a good swing on it last time, so we'll see if he can make one fall here.
On to first, and there were 2 down.
Center fielder number 24, Andres Tejera.
Striding into the box, Andres Tejera. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Well, you know, it never feels good to go down on strikes, especially looking. You wouldn't be surprised to see him be a little more aggressive in this at-bat.
And he misses with it, 1-1. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors so far for the White Sox. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Down in order go the White Sox. They're still down. It's 2-0. Kyle Blanks heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
The windup and the 0-1. High pop-up. Franco is there for it. Makes the play, 1 away. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders.
Yeah, and there you see, been a great year for him as he leads the American League in that category at this point in the season. He's really been a difference maker on the mound. He attacks the strike zone and is using all of his pitches very effectively. Just one of those guys that's really fun to watch doing his thing.
And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Well, you know, when you're behind an account like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th.
And he was really late on this one. I mean, really late. You can see where the baseball is by the time he gets the barrel through. I mean, it's darn near in the catcher's glove already. That tells me he was probably looking for something else.
Standing in now, Miguel Lopez, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike one. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
Hit to short. And safe, says the first base umpire, as the throw was too late.
And here's a situation where, heck, just make contact. Put the ball in play. You never know.
Winds up beating this ball out.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Ripped down the first base line. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. White Sox leave one. They trail. Leading off the inning, Dave Saucedo, and they'll need him to get something going here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. He continues to get ahead here. He's been in complete control.
I think you need to guard yourself from being overconfident, though. A bloop and a blast could still turn this game on its ear.
Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2.
Here we go right now, fellas, right now.
Chopped weakly up the first base line. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting.
Into the box, James Moses. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. Cut fastball taken for strike one.
Boy, we're well into this ball game now, and he's thrown 70% first pitch strikes to all the hitters he's faced. And when you can get ahead, your results are going to turn out well.
Some movement now in the Minnesota bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. And he'll take a look at a strike on the inside corner. It's 1-2.
You know, it's just so tough to pick out a pitch that you want against a guy like this. Everything he throws is either on a corner or moving like crazy. He's not the kind of guy that's going to give you a lot of options up there to hit.
And this is why, as a hitter, working the count in your favor is so important. I mean, here, this is probably a ball, but you can't risk taking this pitch on 1-2 and hope that you get the benefit of the umpire's call. You pretty much have to swing at it, even though you probably wouldn't have been able to do much with it in the first place.
Hit sharply on the ground to the left. Gregorius backhands it deep in the hole. And the throw will not be in time, as I don't think he was going to get him anyway, but a fine effort nonetheless.
Shortstop.
Here we go,
Frank
guys.
Stewart will step in. He's lined out and grounded out in 2 trips. Pitch to the plate is a sinker for a called strike one. 2 out with the man at first.
2 outs here, 2 outs.
Prior to the 0-1, here's a look to first. And the runner back.
Why not? Make him get dirty.
I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
A strike away now from getting through 6 shutout innings here, and that's no...
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. A man left for the White Sox. They're down 2-0. Andres Tejera will come forward now to begin the 7th inning in what's been a very briskly played ball game here tonight.
And that's what happens when you get 2 starters that are on top of their game. It's been great pitching, great defense, not a lot of base runners, and a very even game through 6 innings.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Boy, I'll tell you, to be down 0-2 against a guy like this, with the stuff he's got tonight, not a comfortable spot to be in.
So he's still got his shutout working here in the 7th, and with that in mind, we check out the league leaders in shutouts.
Well, guys, he's one of the best in the league in that department right now. So he can just flat out control a game. He's done that so far in this one, and we'll see if he can add another one to his shutouts lead.
A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Kyle Blanks is at the plate as he watches ball 1.
Yeah, trying to go front door with that breaking ball. Started it a little too far inside, though.
Hard hit ball to second. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
The right fielder, number 33, Michael Ito.
Michael Ito ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting. And you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
1-0.
And that misses inside 1-0. Can't catch up to that pitch, and it's a ball and a strike.
He might have thought he'd be getting another dose of that curveball because he was way behind that one.
Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul for the second strike. High in the air into shallow left center. Calling for it, Castillo.
I got it.
And that retires the side. Miguel Lopez will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
A windup and the 0-2 pitch. He'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit. You think there was any intent there?
I don't think so. I mean, he's just trying to bury that two-seamer in on the hands. Got away from him just a little bit.
And he punches out another one. Make it 9 for the ball game. So you've got to figure he's got a good chance here to finish this one off. And with that in mind, we take a look at the league leaders in complete games.
Yeah, Matt, more of the same for him as he's currently leading the American League in that category. And you got to love a pitcher that can finish what he starts. He's a workhorse if I ever saw one, and a great competitor, too.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Delman Monahan comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike 1.
Well, he's really kept himself in the game here by throwing first pitch strikes to about 70% of the batters he's faced. That's kept him in the ball game and kept his team in the ball game.
Hit hard to short. Throw gets him 2 down.
Now batting,
Dave Saucedo will stand in for the 4th time now, still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now.
He just hasn't looked comfortable all night long.
0-2 is a fastball that misses inside. 1-2 now.
And I think that might have been a little bit of a purpose pitch right there up in the zone. Now I think he's going to come back down with something to try to get that strikeout.
Tried to hold back, but this is popped up. And Franco will make the catch to retire the side. Down in order go the White Sox. They trail things here 2-0. James Moses tasked now with leading things off in their half of the 9th as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
And whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far. So, quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. This is hit high and deep out to left. Brantley going back, still going back. Gone! A solo shot here to left. Number 13 for him on the year as the White Sox have now made this a 2-1 ball game.
And, you know, the only way you're going to tie this guy up on the inner half is if you go up and in. And if you leave it belt high, he can handle that pitch, and he handled that one all right.
Mike Costanzo is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he wound up turning things over to his bullpen in the ninth, but still, 8 strong innings for him. And he was hitting his spots all game long.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Twins are victorious in this one, 2-1. Good night from Minneapolis.
Runners left on base.